perimeter skills. Calculate it when we've got either a rectangle or a square. It's both the same method either way. I'm just going to draw a freehand rectangle to use in this example. And what you'll be given in the question is two sides of that said shape. So for the length we'll go with 20 centimeters, and for the width we'll have 12 centimeters. Now what perimeter actually means is just finding the total distance around that shape. So a good sort of practical example to think of is a skirting board in a room. It's how much skirting board you need to surround that room with. It's everything on the outside. So what we need to do, as I've just mentioned, is add every single side together. Now because it's a rectangle, we know that the opposite two sides are going to be equal as a general rule. And then we can just go to our calculator and add all those sides together, and that will give us the total perimeter. It's as simple as that, just the one step of adding all the sides together. So I'm just going to write perimeter total equals, so we bring the calculator up, so it's going to be 20 plus 12 plus another 20 plus another 12. That'll give you 64. So that's our answer, 64, and then put the units on centimeters. That is all you have to do to find your answer for a perimeter if you've got a rectangle or a square as a basic shape. So we'll move on to looking at a triangle next. This is just to prove that for all basic shapes, when you're finding perimeter, you use the same method and you simply add all the sides together, no matter what shape it is. So 10 centimeters on each side and 15 centimeters across the bottom. So like I say, you just need to add all the sides together again. So we'll write 10 plus 10 plus 15. We'll bring the calculator back up to work that out if you need to. So 10 plus 10 plus 15 equals 35. So for this one, the perimeter or distance around the triangle is 35 centimeters. So like I say, exactly the same method, even if it's a different shape. The final one we're going to look at is more of an irregular shape. So we'll draw an L shape to look at this. We'll actually start where we've got a couple of the sides missing. So on the top we'll have 25 centimeters. Along the left hand side we'll have 18 centimeters. On this bottom left corner we'll go for 10 centimeters. And then on the far right we will have, let's go for 8 centimeters. So the question might then say, find the total perimeter of the above shape. Just write that question on there. Now we know from the previous examples that perimeter is simply adding all the sides together, every single side. So we're going to be looking again the same method. However, at the start of this question there's two sides that we don't currently know, they haven't been given to us. However, we can work that out from what we already do know. So if we change colour, for this one we know that the full side across the top is 25. And if we look at the two parallel sides, obviously it's a freehand drawing so it's not 100% accurate, but these two parallel sides underneath it, they cover exactly the same distance as the line across the top does, the same length, if you can see that roughly. So the way to find out the missing side is just to take the total at the top, so 25, and subtract the 10 that you do know on that side, and that'll give you the question mark that's remaining up here. That'll give you what's left. So if I bring up the calculator to work that out, 25 minus 10, that leaves you with 15. So that missing side is going to be 15 centimeters. So I can rub that out now and add 15 to it. So that's the method that you're going to be using. And we're going to use that for the other question mark as well. So we'll change colour now. We'll try and look at this question mark. So again, using that same method, on the left hand side you can see the full side that we've got is 18, and the parallel lines opposite to that, again, they're the same distance. If we take these two shorter sides, they're the same as that 18 altogether. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the total of 18, subtract the 8 that we do currently know, and that'll give us the remaining side for the question mark here. So bring the calculator up. 18 minus 8 equals 10. So that side is going to be 10 centimeters. So I'll get rid of the question mark again and write on that it's 10 centimeters. Draw that line back in. So that now that we've worked out all the sides, it allows us to calculate the overall perimeter. So if we remember, that was to add all the sides together first. That's why we had to work out those two missing ones to start off with. So perimeter, we'll write that at the very bottom, say P equals, and say just make sure you're including all the sides. So the top, we've got 25. If we go around to the right hand side, 8, so 25 plus 8 plus 15 plus 10 plus 10 plus 18. And that's all the sides. So just be careful not to make a mistake or miss one of these numbers out when you're finding your total. So if we get the calculator up, so we'll start with 25 plus 8 plus 15 plus 10 plus 10 again, and plus 18 to finish with. So that gives you 86. So your total perimeter is going to be 86 centimeters, and that is your answer. So that's all there is to perimeter. You just need to add all your sides together that are available. And that's the end of this tutorial.